anime lovers! I'm currently in Sweden and I'm still here with a video. What the fuck? What's happening? What is that? That's technology, my friends. Last week my episode was kind of short because of the rain. Now it doesn't seem to be raining, so I'm gonna try and make this a full-fledged fucking Pokemon rating episode for your enjoyment and my own. Sorry, my camera's dirty. Let's clean that up. There we go. Today we're starting out with Girafarig, which is a palindrome, and I love me some word things that are languagey. I like that. So palindromes, always a good thing. If you've seen Girafarig, it is a giraffe-ish horse Pokemon. It looks more like a horse with a really long neck than a giraffe, but it has a tail with a face, and it's kind of scary. The face has a brain of its own, but it's not smart enough to actually think for itself, but it can move. This is based off of the Stegosaurus, of which some scientists actually think its tail had its own mind to be a better predator or some shit. I don't know that much about dinosaurs, but that is a really cool thing they added there. The first design of Girafarig was fucking two giraffes that were just like together, like cat dog, but with two giraffes. How cool is that? Why didn't they use that? So Girafarig's tail has a mind of its own, but it can't really do shit. What it can do is smell and sense people. So if you're near Girafarig, try not to walk behind it, because the tail might snap at you, and that doesn't sound fun. Pokemon Emerald says, a Girafarig is an herbivore. It eats grass and tree shoots. While it is eating, its tail makes chewing and swallowing motions as if it were also eating. I don't know, the image of that is kind of endearing. 3 out of 5. Number 204 is Pineco, which is, as you may have guessed, a pinecone. Pineco hangs in trees. It can't really move. It waits for prey just there in the tree. If you shake the tree the pineco is in, it might actually drop on the ground and explode. Pineco seems to be based off of a grenade kind of thing, because it kind of looks like a grenade pinecone and it explodes. So I guess that makes some sense, at least. Pokemon Gold says it likes to make its shell thicker by adding layers of tree bark. The additional weight doesn't bother it. That's a good way of thinking. Fuck that weight. It doesn't matter. You're beautiful anyway, Pineco. 3 out of 5. Pineco evolves into Forretress at level 31. Forretress is basically like both of these Pokemon are based off of the bagworm living inside a thing. Pineco would be a bagworm living inside a bag. Pineco would be a bagworm living inside a pinecone, and Forretress might be a bagworm living inside a walnut, some shit. Forretress can shoot these tiny projectiles out of its little cannon thingies on the side of its body, which makes it kind of scary. But no one knows what's actually inside Forretress's shell. It sometimes opens up to catch its prey, but it's so fast that you can never tell what's inside there. Maybe there's like a bunny. Who knows? What's in there? You tell me. What do you think is inside Forretress's shell? 4 out of 5. Number 206 is Dunsparce. Now Dunsparce is kind of like a lizard snake thing. It has a little drill on its tail with which it will drill itself under the ground to protect itself, or whatever Dunsparce does. I don't know, Dunsparce is kind of cute. Have you seen its tiny little wings? It's like, oh, Dunsparce is a normal type, even though I kind of think it would have been better as a ground type, because, you know, it burrows itself into the ground. It can probably do groundy things, so why is it a normal type? I don't know, but, you know, it's all good. Dunsparce doesn't evolve into anything. It's just one of those singular Pokemon. You know I love those. With its tiny little cute wings, it can float into the air slightly. It cannot actually fly, but it can just like hover. And I look like a magician. It can hover. The Dex in Pokemon Crystal says it hides deep inside caves where no light ever reaches it and remains virtually motionless there. What a boring life, Dunsparce. Get out there. Have some fun. Have some good times. It's okay, man. I like Dunsparce. I think it's a cute design. I wish it had an evolution, because I think it could have a really cool evolution. Maybe they'll add it later. Probably not, but you know, a girl can dream. I suppose 5 out of 5. Up next is Gligar, the flying scorpion Pokemon. It kind of reminds me of a flying squirrel because it has this gliding ability and it just floats through the air. No, not like that. It just floats through the air like this, chillin'. It's a scorpion. Scorpions are great. I am a Scorpio, so I must love scorpions. I always thought Gligar was a bat though when I was younger. So Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire says Gligar glides through the air without a sound as if it were sliding. This Pokemon hangs onto the face of its foe using its clawed hind legs and the large pincers on its forelegs, then injects the prey with its poison barb. I'm out of here. Fuck that. No. No. Hell no. Stay away from my face. Fun French fact about Gligar. The French name for Gligar is Scorpion. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not actually sure. Which comes from scorpion and plane. 3 out of 5. I was gonna give it a 4 out of 5, but then I read the scary as fucking Pokedex thing and I was like, nah. Number 208 is Onix's evolution, Steelix. Now, Steelix is a Pokemon that lives deep, deep, deep under the ground, which is where it warmed up and hardened into this crazy-ass, hard-ass, fucking harder-than-diamond Pokemon. Steelix is kind of weird-looking, has a really big head. I don't even know how it stays up with its, like, really big head and tiny, skinny body, but, you know, I don't know, science or something, it's fine. Steelix can chew through boulders. I mean, I don't know why you would do that. It doesn't seem like a very fun hobby or a fun activity to do, but if that's what it likes, I mean, you do you, Steelix. You eat some rocks, it's cool. Yeah. Pokemon Platinum says, it is thought its body transformed as a result of iron accumulating internally from swallowing soil. That's disgusting! Steelix's name comes from steel and onyx. It's just a steel onyx, basically, with a really big head. Steelix has a mega evolution, which has like, it's like bigger, it has a really big fucking jaw and like shiny things around it. I don't even know, I have to look at it, give me a second. Yeah, it has like these rainbow rocks on its body or whatever, and it looks kinda sick, to be honest. I like me some rainbow rocks on Pokemon. 4 out of 5. Next up is 209, Snubbull. Snubbull is adorable. I mean, it's an ugly, like, bulldog type of dog, and those are not the prettiest dogs, but they're fucking cute. They're loyal, and Snubbull may look aggressive, but it's actually really sweet and loyal, and people, like, it loves people. I mean, do you remember that one in the anime where, like, the lady was so fucking possessive over her Snubbull? It was the worst thing. Like, let your Snubbull just be a Snubbull. Am I right? A sad fact about Snubbull is that it's really sad about the fact that people run away from its scary appearance. It's not scary, it's a pink little bulldog. What is scary about that? Like, poor Snubbull. Come give me a hug. I'll love you unconditionally. Alright, here's the sad story in a Pokedex fact from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. By baring its fangs and making scary faces, Snubbull sends smaller Pokemon scurrying away in terror. However, this Pokemon seems a little sad at making its foes flee. Here's a cute little fact about Snubbull. Snubbull in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum lives on Route 209, which is also its Pokédex number. What? Mind blown. I think Snubbull is a cutie and it gets 5 out of 5 for me. Because don't be embarrassed of your face. It's cute. Snubbull then evolves into Granbull. Granbull is a big ass fucking dog. It has a really big jaw, which makes it hard for him to keep its head up, so it always is like this, so it has to tilt his head back up the entire time, which makes me a little bit sad for it. It must have a really bad neck, I think. Granbull looks really fierce, but it's actually a really loving and sweet Pokemon. Again, it's like a doggy. Like, the scariest looking dogs are the sweetest dogs, right? Like the big ass fucking, like, Doberman, like, people are afraid of those. I don't know why, but they're the sweetest fucking dogs. Just like Granbull. Granbull looks really aggressive for a fairy type, and I think it's the most angry looking fairy type I've ever seen. But you know, it's kind of a nice little Like it's a little angry fairy. I like that. It's nice. It's a nice touch. Granbull's name obviously comes from grand as in big and bull as in bulldog or bully. But an also funny thing about Granbull is that it sounds like the word grumble, which is the sound it makes. It grumbles. And it sounds like Granbull, grumble, gramble, grumble. See, it's the same word. And that is what I like about Pokemon. They have like these little, it adds these little touches to the name sometimes, and you have to think about it. And then you're like, yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty cool. 5 out of 5. That was it for today, all the way from Sweden. Actually, my home, recorded a week ago. Preparation. It's not something you're used to from me, because I don't know what I was going to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I tried to throw in some more facts today. I was feeling researchy this morning, so I was just doing my research and feeling cool about it. Did you learn something new? Let me know. Also, what is your favorite... What's your favorite steel type? Let me know in the comments. Check out my latest video. And don't forget to feed yourself. It's important.